Hey everyone, and welcome to yet another, well, I guess cast in the 30 days of casting in the bottom right. As our pink Protoss here in the grand finals of the ESL Open, number 92 EU, it's Zest. And in the top left, we see his prized opponent, the blue Zerg, Reynor. What will the Italian bring to bear against Zest? Well, probably something pretty decent. Reynor favored against Zest, 60-40. So this shouldn't be a clean sweep by our blue Zerg. Reynor grabbing third location first, and yeah, it's gonna be ZVP, but I think different. I think definitely different than many of the ZVPs I get to cast. I think this is my first time covering Reynor. I see Zest all the time in the ESL Asia Opens. Occasionally in the ESL NA. Drones are not budging despite the best efforts. Yes. Could bring a variety of builds to bear. Could be a Resoglaive play, could be some Stargate, could be some Two-Face, could be some back row. The world is our oyster. Reynor going to bring, well, the best of the best Zerg play. They say Zest is best. Is he though? Is he though? Well, we're gonna find out. At least, was he the best last week? You know? Stargate going down in the main. So, something to note about the mentality of these players, you know, we're casting blindly from replay, so we don't really get the hype that was built up to this point. But, Shopify chrono boosting ESL for additional payouts, so literally hundreds of dollars are on the line here for our players and a ton of ESL Pro Tour points, and it could come down to the wire at the end of the season as far as seeding with these weekly ESL points. I mean, if you think that they're doing 3 of these tournaments every week, it really starts to add up. Oracle coming out for Zest. Ten seconds on Ling speed. It's a double Oracle play from Zest. Okay, not too terribly surprising. Reynor runs some Lings out, very likely to check and see if Zest is taking a third. Three drones cut down. That's about standard for the single Oracle. The real damage is going to come if these double Oracles can find a decent play. The Lings crash into the third base. One of them gets cleaned up. The rest shift back. Something Torridas. I have probably heard this soundtrack more than any other music in my entire life at this point. It's kind of crazy. The Queen's backing up to intercept the Adepts. Now, Oh no, the drones are not pulled off the line. Down goes a stasis ward for Zest. Teams are holding for now, but 6 drones already falling. This is not the greatest start in the world for Reynor. More queens waiting at the main to ambush if Zest had tried to go in with a prism or something, but triple Oracle roving around the map like a kill squad. Reynor deflecting next wave of adepts. Flames following the shade, queens pushing the adepts away. Zest getting a couple extra sentries, hallucinating an immortal, and it looks like he wants to push out onto the map yet again. Flings are going to run out to meet him. Quite a few go down for free. More are wounded. +1 weapons on the way, as well as Zest to carry us into the next stage. Reynor picking up his fire right on time. 4th base is dropped slightly late for Reynor, but he's been facing a lot of aggression. Could play into it. Reynor has how many queens out on the map? 8. Okay, so this is a mass queen style, obviously. But it's not mass queen, right? Like, you can pull them, they could be effective, but you're not 100% committed here. You haven't spent too many minerals on them. A bunch of roaches, clutch of roaches is gonna pop as we move into Infestation Pit, and it looks like Reynor might be going straight for Hive. There it is. Zest cleaning up some creep before going home to defend. 4th base is thrown down. Burnout. And Reynor going for another 11 drones. Hydroden on the way. Hive almost finished. Down go the rocks. Fleet beacon. It'll stay in the correct position for me to click it, going up in the main for Zest. So this is going to be a Stargate switch, 2 more in production. Despite the robust ground tech Zest has, it's going to be this slow, gradual transition into air, as so many PvP end up being. Vipers popping out for Reynor, while as Ovi speed. Oracle's such a versatile unit, you know, they're really good throughout every stage of the Protoss game. Revelation, Stasis Wards, just their normal attack spell can all be so powerful in such a wide variety of situations. I think Oracles at this point, the hot take, they're one of the best designed units in the game of StarCraft right now. Like, they're just good. right? They're not Imba. They're not OP. You make them at the start of the game. They're good to the end. They have lots of abilities. They're unique. Cool. Cool, man. Double Spire from Reynor. Get out some upgrades. This Roach attack actually really successful, pushing back the Blink Stalkers. They can get in on the Cybercore. Will they be able to cancel +1 air weapons? It's going to be close. 3 denied. Nice play from Reynor. Zest is like, okay, getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. The double Cybercore play. Ooh woo. Alright. Zest carving his way back onto Creep. Zest sits at the edge. I think that one Zealot, I should have checked the vision. One Zealot, I think, was just narrowly on Creep giving this away. Oh, Biles actually connect with the Stalkers. Here come the Ravagers. They will show no mercy if the Stalkers stick around. Zest's carrier fleet is attacking on the left side, though. And these 4 Lurkers are going to get caught out a little bit. 2 of them dying, but wait a second. These Disruptors taking a beating. Okay, they will survive with minimal hull damage. Disruptor Cloud continues to grow. What count are we at? 16? Okay, so it's still 2 volleys to take down a carrier, but Reynor rapidly approaching the 22 count, which is a one-shot on these bad boys. Yoink! Kaboom. Yoink. Kaboom. An almost rhythmic Viper play from Reynor. Burning out some high Templar energy. Viper just some of these spores if it really needs to. What's the spore count? 27 spores. Reynor files down the Oracle, breaks the defenses at the natural. Zest, though, winning the air war for now. Well, at least until Reynor backs up onto his almost 30 Spore Crawlers. Zest doing counter damage with multiple gateway unit plays. Charge lots in the natural. Stalkers hitting at 6th base. Zealots running forward, cutting down remaining ground army of Reynor. Static the hero of the day, allowing time for these Lurkers to burrow, and like Reynor will hold this position with minimal losses. Double knockout. In the meantime, the big battle is taking shape down to the bottom left corner. Carriers picked off. Prism's next. Oracle's next. And this is no longer a Protoss army. This is like a Protoss reconnaissance. This is not very Gosu right now for Zest. Reynor coming in with a fleet of Corruptors is about to assert dominance and deal some psychological damage to Zest. Gonna pick off a couple pylons here. Going after the Stargate. He's actually split targets quite a bit. Stalkers are... okay, like I said, psychological damage. Zest YOLOs his meager army into the static defense while this is going on. Number 1. In the top right corner. Currently ahead 1 point. It's Q-Lashes, Reynor. In the bottom left, as our pink Protoss player, give it up for DPG Zest. Reynor taking a strong victory in game number 1. It was a big macro game. Zest going for an adept play early on. No prism support, no anything like that. Just 3 waves of adepts, and Reynor looking shaky at the start, losing 5 drones right away, not pulling off the line, but there was never any more damage past that. Reynor just holding it off with queens and a meager link count, which allowed him to just shoot into the future, tech-wise, over Zest. Getting up 30 spores, spines everywhere. Zest taking a lot of damage with some juicy abducts. Absolutely. Zest dropping second Nexus, Reynor. The hatch, gas pool, classic HGP. Adept into Stargate for Zest. Reynor playing aggressive with his first 4 lings. Maybe gonna try and get in the wall. No. He decides not to send them forth instead, pulling them back to defend, dropping his creep tumor right outside his third base with no time. No time whatsoever. All is calm. All is quiet. The atmosphere. Shade is cancelled. Zest going into Oracle again. Oh, is he gonna do the same build? Is he gonna do the same build? Korean players can be very stubborn, just executing the same build again and again and again and again, whether or not it's successful. Maybe that's what's gonna happen here. The Oracle slides right over the edge of creep. Yeah, it's the scene. Very seen, very heard. Usually, you're able to zap down 2 drones, so this is actually a very, under Queen Fire, so this is a very suboptimal Oracle play from Zest, only getting the 1 drone snipe. And, okay, he did switch up the build a little bit. It was a follow-up Void Ray. He's going straight into Voids, as opposed to the triple Oracle play we saw in Game 1. Forge down for Zest. Stargate finishing up. Boom goes an Overlord. Reynor. Covers quickly, though. And will actually force the Void Ray away once more. Now, the question is, will he all in? Will he go for a fourth phase? I'm thinking this is looking pretty macro from Reynor. He's up to 9 queens as opposed to the 8 we saw last game. And continuing to produce them. So could be a queen pull in the works. No, he's going to take a super early fourth base. I mean, he scouted his opponent, has it in third. He saw the Void Rays, and he has this very robust queen defense against them. So he's feeling emboldened. He's feeling very confident about taking this fourth base. Fleet Beacon. Starting production for Zest. Get out of these Void Rays and into the carriers. Okay. Well, this is an unfortunate misplay with the queens. Reynor not bringing his full might to bear, keeping many of them at home for defense and injects. He is going to go for a big link queen play. We saw this in our last series as well. This is, okay, I'm gonna take notes for my own play here. Let's go. Cannon down. Adept picked off. Another Adept down. 4 probes, 5 probes dead. Zest entering the main, burning down the lair. Will he be able to get... I think he will. Oh my god. The Spire's not finished. There's only 1 queen here to shoot. The lair getting lower and lower and lower. Reynor's Ling run by did some damage, but definitely not a lair's worth. And the lair has fallen. Reynor immediately starting another, but that's going to knock him down to 3 hatch against a 3 base Protoss. Reynor is in grave danger. Well, Reynor does what any good Zerg does when they lose a base. It says, huh, I'm going to put down 2. Retaking his main and expanding to a 5th location. Reynor still has a chance to stabilize here. Zest has actually just been using his Fleet Beacon for upgrades, not going into carrier. This 6th base was kind of ambitious for Reynor. He's probably not surprised it died. Brief spread somewhat anemic on this side of the map, and that means the 5th base will be burned down as well. But wait a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? As we're watching up here, okay, what's going on? Why did Zest tap out? What did we miss? Blings running down the sides. Oh, there was a Muta switch. Reynor switched into Mutas and I missed it. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, that'll do it. How many Muta was that? That was a solid 17 Muta. Maybe somewhat of an overreaction from Zest. Maybe he's being a little dramatic, but Big Muta play, hidden from Reynor, hidden from Zest, and hidden from the caster, apparently. Reynor's up 2-0. Zest has gotta be sweating a little. Gotta be shaken. It's Beckett Industries. Probably the second most vetoed map in the pool right now. Only preceded by Blackburn, and Reynor's going pool first. Which is why this is one of the most vetoed maps in the pool. In my experience, at least. Zest has gotten himself a probe scout, ever the consummate professional. Not to be taken by surprise. Will not be taken unawares. Pool finishes, and out come the Lings. How much is Reynor going to commit to this? This is a gasless opener, so I'm assuming he's going to expand. Does Zest go for the pylon block? Well, probably not, because Reynor's just going to take the third location as his expand. 8 Lings on deployment so far. Ooh, it was a fake out. I think that was totally intentional from Reynor. He moved the drone over here to make it look like he was taking his third location as the expand, so that Zest didn't drop that blocking pylon down, and was ultimately able to take the natural. There's no way you're going to get that pylon down with this many Lings. At least without some god tier micro. Reynor splashes into the wall. The Cybercore sure is under attack. All right, 2 Zealots out. A lot of probes pulled off the line. 19 probes total for Zest, 6 of them off the line. So these 2 players are actually dead even in economy for right now. Zest not dropping his second Nexus, instead going straight for the wall off. And who can blame him? Double Adept play is about to happen, and that's the end of the Ling aggression for Reynor. Zest is going to pull. Ooh, he's not pulling the Zealots. Okay, it's pretty common, pretty in vogue, pretty in style right now to pull the Zealots with your Adepts after you face this kind of full first opening from the Zerg, but Zest is saying, nah, screw your traditions, I'm going in with the Adepts on their lonesome. Taking some early Queen Fire, shield's gone off the forward Adept in the yellow HP. Cancel on the Shade. Zest. I mean, keep shading for sure. Now, you'll notice not what Reynor's doing, but what Reynor's not doing. Taking a third. Roach Warren at this timing, pretty normal. Roach timing with, Roach Warren without a third, that tells us an entirely different story. So Reynor going for a 2-base play. Twilight Council, Robo down for Zest. Resonating Glaives upgrade on the way for Zest. Shade. Completed Shade, finally. These guys are like, they've completed their story arc. Unfortunately, And when a character completes their story arc, you know what that means. Summary execution by the author. Every time. Happens every time. Like, oh no, they found themselves and or changed from how they began at the start of the story. The adepts learn to complete their shades and commit to things in life, and now they must pay for it with their lives. Dark Shrine started for Zest. Reynor carrying into these adepts, but the key unit here for Zest is the Immortal, and it's holding strong. However, these probes are not. The count's being reduced slowly but steadily. Zest already on an anemic economy from all the lost mining time and from the delayed second Nexus. Well, the roaches are blown up. Zest is alive for now. Reynor getting his roach hit squad up. 7 of them. Cancel. Here we go. DT's running into the natural mineral line. In the red. It's down, and that's going to be the end of the Protoss aggression as the attack at the third base fails as well. Reynor with a clean 3-0 sweep of Zest. Wow. So tonight's series was our first sweep that we've cast during the 30 days of casting, I think. Yeah, absolutely. It's only been 3 days. Sorry, my memory is absolute garbo. But anyway, Reynor defeating an opponent that had 40% win rate against him. So like this is a really clear statement that Reynor made a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was cool to enjoy it with you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.